What's up, guys? This is Kephas. We're gonna go right into the first dungeon now. I'm pretty excited about it. Like I said, this game is like, oh man, I feel like I might remember more about this one than about A Link to the Past. And A Link to the Past, there's not as much in that game as there is in this one, and yet I remember things about this one so well. Having said that, though, I would like to try to do everything. I also need to be more careful and not take damage and die, because we don't have any fairies. I'd like to try to do everything in the game. So, like, get all the heart pieces, get all the Skullatulas, and thank you, heart. So that's kind of the idea. Whoop, yeah, we know. Vines. Look, Navi, me and you, we're going to have issues. By the time this is all said and done with, you and I are going to have problems, because you're going to just interrupt me while I'm trying to talk to the audience, and I don't think that's okay. So we're going to try to get everything, but the Skullatulas are going to be a challenge. Because I would love it if there was like a checklist in the game, like, hey, you got that one, or something. So it's going to be hard for me to remember. I want to try not to use any guides. Look, fairy. I know how to play the game. This is like the worst kind of tutorial. It's like, well, no, that's not true. It's not as bad as like those like 40-minute tutorials that they force you through at the beginning of games nowadays, but, oh, okay. I forget what button. There we go. I got it now. Can you? There you go. I gotta remember the buttons. Hey, where you going? Where you going? Yeah. Oh, forgive me, master. If I give you a clue, yeah, give me a clue. When you jump off a high cliff, you hold forward and you will roll on the ground. Yeah. I can't guarantee it will work though, if the cliff is really, really high. Okay, I was like, so wait, is it random? I couldn't remember. Anyway, yeah, so, yeah, Dooku Scrubs. Oh, man. Oh, I love it. I love this game, and I would like to eventually play every Zelda game here on YouTube. I think that would be fun. We've played A Link to the Past. We're moving on to Ocarina. I'm probably going to, like, Link to the Past will probably be the earliest one that I play. It'll also probably be the only 2D one that I play, with the exception of A Link Between... No, not that one, because that's on the 3DS. A Link's Awakening, that's the one, the new remastered one. I'd like to play that eventually as well. That is awesome that they remade that game. I wish they would remake all the games, because I'm always cool with replaying I wish they would make the HD versions of this game and, put it on the, hang on. Get my buttons under control. It's not easy. There we go. We got it. I always save just because it's what I do. When I was a kid, the first time I did this took me like an hour to figure out. I'm not even kidding. I literally sat there and could not figure it out, and I was like, I felt like an idiot. Ow. But yeah, eventually we'll play through all these games. And what's funny is, most of you might not know this, but those of you who have been around this channel for a really long time, I'm talking like way back when I first started doing videos of any kind, this was one of the first games that I played. I played it for a few episodes, and then I started focusing almost exclusively on WoW, and now that I'm just like really enjoying playing games again, I thought, why not come back to something that I love, and that's where this game came in. So yeah, of course, we're going to kill those guys. You got to climb up. It's my least favorite thing to do is climbing in this game, because it's like, well, this texture pack actually, and this is something else too, I felt like this texture pack was easier for me to see things, which would be really nice, so that hopefully will make for a better gameplay experience, especially for you guys watching. You don't see me. Oh! Well, we made a mistake there, but what can you say? Do things like that. Yeah, climbing things has always been a problem. Climbing the vines. Climbing ladders, not such a big deal. Climbing vines, yeah. So we'll try to be more careful this time. I think we go up here, and there's a room up here. I'm pretty sure. We'll see. Go over this way, and there we go. Okay. Yeah, I think we'll ignore those guys for now. Man, there's so much to do. I love it. I'm so excited. I love this game. I'm so ready for it. Okay, yeah, I knew there was a room up here. Can you go? Hey, there you go. I gotta get my buttons down. I'm terrible. So in this room, we want to go over there. We also want to go in the back to get the items, the treasure chest. And again, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep hitting Well, you know why? Because I'm playing on an emulator, and on a Nintendo, the A button is the B button, and the B button is the A button, basically. So it's switched, and I'm playing like I'm playing on the actual Nintendo, and it's throwing me off. It's just really funny. It's what I get. It's what I get for playing with an emulator. It's all right. I'll get used to it. And then whenever I go back and play on the other version, it'll be stupid, and I'll get confused. All right. So we need to go kill this guy real quick. So we're about to get our first of many Skulltulalas. Oh boy, we need those. All right, good. So we got Dooku seeds, not Dooku nuts. We're gonna need those. Hey, these are the guys that if I do die, it's because I get careless with these things. Hey, do your thing. Oh, look at that. How stupid. See what I mean? Careless. There we go. We got it. Had to focus up a little bit. That's okay. All right, so let's get that Skulltulala. Now that we killed the skull. I don't know. They're all Skulltulas, aren't they? I forget. There we go. There you are. So again, don't want to be too careless. Just get closer. There we go. We got him. There's one. Good lord, it's going to be hard because there's like, how many are there in this game? Like 500 or something crazy? No, I don't know if there's 500. I forget. Maybe there is. It's like the Korok seeds, but at least in that game, in Breath of the Wild, the Korok seeds, the map keeps track for you. There's no way to keep track in this game, so it is what it is. We'll try our best to remember. Luckily, we're recording it, so I can always go back and watch videos, right? So that'll work out just fine. There we go. Got to do that. That one wasn't as hard for me to figure out, but yeah, I don't know if the game ever tells you that you can do that, but it's kind of cool. It's like, you know, this game had some mechanics in it. You know, like some pretty forward-thinking mechanics, I think. I praise this game so much. All right, let's just jump down now. And we can jump up. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa, Navi. What the heck? That was wild. Excuse me. All right, we gotta go back up and try that again. Because, you know, fail. Okay. It's fine. Let's get up there. Now, chances are I'll probably have to re-kill these guys up here. It's alright. What do you expect? I mean, I always screw up this part too. That's what's funny. Every time. It never fails. It's why I don't bother being a stream runner. Or stream runner? Speed runner. Or a stream runner. I don't stream. I just play Let's Plays. Because I like the format. It's my favorite. Yeah, I would never speed run this game. It would be too stressful. I like this game too much to try to speed run it. I like this. If I speed run a game, it's probably going to be like an older game. Like something that's not like super long. I like watching speed runs of it, but I would never want to speed run it because I don't want to ruin the experience for me. Hey, get back down here. We got words. Oh, about messed that up. Okay, let me try to hit the A button and then see what happens. Yeah, I didn't think I got it. I thought I screwed it up again. I was like, really? Okay. So in this spot, there are 2 Skulltulas. We had to hit that anyways. I forget what's even in that chest over there, but we'll find out. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, hit it and hit it again. All right. Can I get it? Nope. I probably should have just like roll jumped. Let's see. Roll jump. There we go. We got it. That's 2 down. We're going to try to get, like I said, I'm going to try to get them, and I'm also going to try to do like I did in A Link to the Past, which is I'm not necessarily going for efficiency. I'm going for, you know, try to get things as early as I possibly can just to make the game easier. So that way it's like, that's how I would do it, so we'll see what happens. So there's another one. And there is one more Skulltula in this dungeon. I don't think we can get it now, though. I think we got to come back and when we have bombs. Kill this thing real quick because he's going to need to be out of the way. Thank you for the stick. That's going to come in handy. Not really because we already had plenty of them, but it's alright. Alright, so let's go up here and get this. Yeah, so there's one behind a bombable wall, I think, that we'll have to get. I will probably, like, I'm going to try not to look up guides for the base game. I will probably have to look up guides to try to figure out where all those are, because I don't think I could remember. Like I said, there are so many of them. I think I might even know where all the heart pieces are. Whoops, fail. I meant to land over here. That was a fail. It's alright, though. Like I said, plenty of fails will be had in this playthrough. Let's try that again. Okay, this way. And then this way. Oh, I about messed that up. And then... there we go. Yeah, the controls are particularly hard to get used to when you've been playing the SNES version. It's weird. The SNES version is so much simpler, which and that doesn't mean it's easier. It's just the controls are simpler, and in some ways they're, like I said, I feel like I don't know if anybody's ever watched the old Ego Raptor sequelitis about this game. 2, 3, 1. Of course, I had that like memorized. I think he was obviously a little bit too harsh on the game, but I also, at the same time, agree with some of the things that he said. One of those things is that combat is a little bit too slow at times. It is pretty like, it's at the time it was fine because it was like, holy crap, this is a 3D Zelda game and this is amazing stuff. But you know, objectively speaking, looking at it now, I do feel like combat got insanely better as time went on. I think they started doing stuff in Wind Waker to improve it with like, you know, dodging and that kind of stuff. And I think that Breath of the Wild perfected the combat system for these games, for sure. But you know, this is the game that brought a lot of new things. I think this was the first day-night cycle game that we ever had, and I also think this was the first game to ever have like a Z targeting kind of thing, which is something that you see now in games like, you know, even Dark Souls. Come on, hurry. We may not get this in time. I may have messed this up. We'll see. Nope, we got it. We got it. We're good. Yeah, so like there's a lot of things that this game brought. Oh, thank goodness. I didn't think I was going to get that either. So yeah, I feel like I could go one of two ways. I could just gush about this game and annoy people, some people who just like hate Zelda, or I could just, you know, be honest about my feelings and not worry about what people think. I think that this is one of those games that changed the face of gaming forever. I really do. I think a lot of games have borrowed from this, even though they've taken their own. Oh, and there's a lot of games that have done that. It's not the only one, but it's one of those games that, you know, other games have certainly borrowed from, for sure. In fact, you might even say that I don't know. Would it be reasonable to say that, to a degree, tab targeting in World of Warcraft was started with the Z targeting in this game, because it's essentially the same idea? I don't know if that could be said, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. I didn't even think about that, but I kind of wonder actually now. It's crazy just to think of how far things have come. You know, it's like, holy crap. All right, so we just light that up, and then light that one up, and then light that one up, and we get the heck out of here. This next room is the one that always made me uneasy. So this is like a classic Zelda dungeon. You go from one room to the next, and you just solve puzzles, and it's great. I do have to say that one thing about Breath of the Wild, I love the shrines. The shrines are awesome. So basically, in this room, we don't want to go in the middle. We go in the middle, and then we gotta fight crap we don't want to have to deal with. So, I do love the shrines in a Breath of the Wild, for sure. But I also miss having dungeons. So I get where people are coming from with that. Right? We can't do anything in there yet because we need bombs. So it's one of those things where it's like, I don't think that Breath of the Wild is like, I don't think that's entirely the direction that the series needs to go in, but I think that it does do a lot of things that are better for the game, if that makes any sense. I think that they could go back to dungeons, like in these older Zelda games. I think they could add more of those and make them more like the old Zelda games. And I also kind of miss having items. Like, I like the new inventory system. I liked, you know, cooking food and, you know, getting weapons and having them break. That was all great. But I also miss having like hookshot and hammers, and which I guess you kind of had hammers as weapons. Boomerangs you had as weapons as well. There were things hinted at in there, but there were a lot of things that I did miss. And like, I liked the tech stuff. That was kind of cool. But, you know, there is something about the old, you know, all the old items. It was nice to not have to, you know, have to open your inventory and switch things. Okay, I gotta roll. There we go. Okay, we're falling down now. So it's interesting. I don't think that it was better or worse, but I just there were things about in the new games I do miss looking back. So 2. Come on. Let's see it. There we go. That's what we wanted. 2, 3, right, and then 1. How did you figure out my trick? Because your younger brother sold you down the river. There we go. Hey, where do you think you're going? All right. How did you know? A secret. Blah 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 blah. I just remembered. Are there boss keys in this game? I don't know if did these games have boss keys? I feel like there were like big treasure chests, and there were locked doors. I know they had but are there boss keys? I don't remember. I don't think there are in these earlier dungeons. Actually, now that I think about it, it's kind of funny. Yeah, because this is the dungeon, or this is the boss. So this boss is really easy. You can beat her in like 2 seconds if you know what you're doing. We'll see if I do it properly. But man, did this scare me as a kid. Because I don't like spiders, and I still don't like spiders, but it's fine. I ain't too worried about it. Look up, there she is, looking down at you. Gamora, howdy doody. That's disgusting. I hate the sound. It's gross. You're nasty. You're gross. Ugh. Okay, so all we gotta do is lock on, and don't let her hit us. Hey, might as well take the hits here while we can. Ha ha ha! Yacht, 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 harga. Take that. All right, where are you going? Now we stay locked on. We get our slingshot out. We follow her up, and then try to look at the eye. When an eyeball turns red, we fire. Don't fire until you see the red in his eyes, or her eyes. There we go. And we beat her. You're done, Gamora. Your days are done. Bam. That was awesome. Yeah, easy fight. I know some tricks to the first 2, like the Dodongo is next, and they're like you can beat him in like 1 shot very easily, which I think is hilarious. So let's see. We want to get our heart piece, and there it is. I like how the heart piece is like where the boss dies is where the heart piece shows up. I think that's kind of cool. So we got a heart container, not a heart piece, but now we have 4 hearts. We go through the portal, and that is the first dungeon in not A Link to the Past, was what I was going to say, but that was last week. This is a new adventure. In Ocarina of Time, we have much more to do. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, let me know by clicking that like button. And feel free to share it with your friends so they can enjoy it as well. Don't forget, you can subscribe to the channel and click on the bell icon to be notified as soon as new videos are posted. You can also follow me on Facebook and Twitter, and if you'd like, you can support this channel on Patreon. Links to all of this can be found in the description below. This is Kephas. Until next time.